Welcome to the WTF Bomb Podcast.
I'm Will.
I'm Tink.
I'm Frank.
This is the weekly podcast where the three of us highlight all of the things that we find that make us say WTF. And those moments always seem to blow up in your face, so we're the WTF Bomb Pod.
You can contact us at WTFBombPod@gmail.com and send in your questions, your comments, and any of those moments where you said, what? And maybe we'll highlight your email or your comments on the show.
You can find us on YouTube at WTF Bomb Pod and most of the popular places that you can find podcasts. Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon, Deezer.
Nuts!
So many more. Check your favorite place for podcasts, and if we're not there, email us and tell us. We'll get it there.
All right, if you like what you're seeing and hearing, please rate the show on your podcast, like whenever you're listening to us on Deezer. Nuts! Rate us, and you don't know how much that really actually helps, because it helps put the show in front of more people. And you can, on YouTube, make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and you can also go to our podcast page and subscribe to us for $3 a month. Then it goes straight into the podcast. We're going to put all of that money right back into it to get more equipment and make this show even better for you. And you can find that at WTFBombPod.buzzsprout.com. That's the place that's actually hosting the podcast for us, and they set up a way for us to have subscription services. So that would be great. It is the number one way that you can support us and help us improve the show whenever when we reinvest into the show with your subscriptions.
Make it that much better.
We've got merch coming soon, so while we're getting this kicked off here, just tell us. Visit us at our social media sites, Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and at WTF Bomb Pod.
All right, how you guys doing this week?
I'm smoking it, man.
The first episode came out today. We're actually recording on the day that the episode came out.
Yep.
So how did you guys feel when you first saw it?
It was pretty killer.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun. Comments are nuts.
Oh, And I actually went and listened to it on Apple Podcast too, and just to make sure that it
worked.
That that it worked, and two, that it was still listenable. I mean, because we had a lot of visual jokes in that one. So
it
was still pretty entertaining.
Well, that's good. Yeah, we definitely want the balance in there.
So, all right, we're gonna go into the first section with the WTF Would You Do?
I don't know anymore.
I don't know anymore either.
I don't even care sometimes.
There we go. WTF Would You Do? Okay, for the this week for What Would You Do? We have a Would You Rather question, and I have a pretty good one here for you. I kind of have you ever used ChatGPT?
Yeah.
Yeah. And so I went there and I did a whole bunch of, I said, give me about 10 would you rather questions. And it gave me some. And I liked one of them was a premise of, doing something embarrassing every time somebody said hi to you. But I changed it to this. So
all right.
The question is, would you rather have a loud orgasm every time someone says hi to you, or for every 1,000th step that you take, you faceplant?
I can't even.
Jeez.
Oh. Play that scenario out. Hey, Frank, how you doing?
I mean, at some point in time, that would become painful.
Yeah,
well, at some point, you'd be shooting blanks. So, I mean, you'd have to wear a diaper for like half the day.
At some point in time, I'm faceplanting anyway.
That's true.
It's like, hey, Tink, how you doing? Oh, fuck.
Oh.
I mean, you can watch, you can count your steps, you can kind of somewhat prepare yourself for that face plan. I mean,
you can. Yeah, if you put a step counter on, then you can make sure you're wearing your helmet.
Start avoiding people.
Yeah, put that helmet on.
You start avoiding people. You're like walking. It's like nope.
Don't they make those safety things for older people? If it detects them falling, it like deploys the airbag. I mean,
the little button falling and they can't get out.
So wait, hold on. Let's go back to the orgasm. Just imagine your first day at work.
Oh God, new employee.
You're a new employee somewhere.
Hi, hi Tink. Tell us a little bit about yourself. Hi Tink. Hi, Tink. Everybody say hi to Tink.
That would definitely, any scenario where there's multiple people would definitely not be a good thing.
You go to a meeting for the first time.
Oh, yeah, Tink, we're going to need to see you in HR.
Oh, fuck.
Look, I don't think this is going to work out.
Of course, then in that situation, you got friends like me that anywhere we'd go, we'd be at Walmart. And I'd be like,
my buddy Tink.
Hey.
Say hi, Tink.
I'd find the intercom. Be like, can everybody in here just say hi, Tink, on the count of 3?
Oh, God.
I mean, you see, what's the scenario? Do they have to actually be addressing you, or can it just be...
No, it's just anybody.
I think you'd have to be like saying hi to you.
Oh, okay, because I just walk around a random day, be like, hi, Tink, hi, Tink, hi, Tink, hi, Tink.
Get on the overhead speaker. We have a little lost boy named Tink.
Just imagine though.
Somebody start calling out his name.
So if you went into an AA meeting, it says, hi, my name is Tink. Hi, Tink. Everybody says hi. Does it matter if there's like 300 people in the crowd and they all say hi, Tink?
You say every time somebody says... Every time someone says hi.
That's one singular time, but
that's 300 people.
That's 300 someone.
Is it multiplied by 300?
Yep.
So you have the best fucking orgasm you ever had.
You probably die.
You have to roll in with your own fucking medical crew. Ambulance.
All right, so let's go to the 1,000th step. How could you live with that?
I'm not even doing it. I'm taking the other one.
No. I'm taking the 1,000 step.
Nope.
So
I'm keeping track of it.
You're going to put a step counter on?
Something. I mean, there's got to be a point. You have to give yourself some leeway. Like, I'm not going to wait till like the 980. I'm going to be like at 900 steps in my mind or my couch. I'm like, okay.
Will's geared up with PPE.
So maybe get a pair of like those old Nike Airs, and then every step that you take, it just blows in a little bit of air into like this bodysuit that you wear, so that whenever you do fall over, you're just like rolling around in like one of those sumo suits or something.
Nah, it's middle of summer. Somebody sees me walking around in a puffy jacket and be like, mind your business.
Mind your business.
P. Diddy had a yard sale.
P. Diddy.
There you go.
You got to pay the lawyers.
Jeez.
That's funny.
I don't know, Frank. Especially being in a music scene, all it would take, just like everybody at the show, say hi to Frank on the count of 3. You know?
Do it!
Do it.
Yeah.
Just do it!
You know how it is.
I'm the guy walk around, hey, every time I see Frank, say hi. I don't care if you say hi to him or not.
Right.
He walks around and just says, and somebody else turns back around and go, hi, Frank.
Yep.
I don't know, man. I think
they're both not great.
Neither one is great, but I think I would rather do the orgasms just because, I think it'd be fun to walk through that situation and try to hide it. Because, I don't know if you guys had kids and stuff. Whenever you're trying to knock a piece off with your significant other and there's kids in the other room, you have to like kind of,
I don't know who you're talking to,
but it
like them kids.
Yeah, I agree with Frank.
I'm over there with Will. Mind your business.
So I think I could probably, even if it was a loud orgasm, I could be like,
I saw something the other day.
something in my throat. Sorry, guys.
I saw something the other day where the kids were texting the parents, y'all making too damn much noise. Knock it off. We can hear you.
So I think at this point in my life, if I face plant, it's going to be bad.
Well, first off, you got to walk 1,000 steps.
Yeah, that's
very usable. But we got to talk about what kind of face plant, like, is it like you're just falling, you can put your hands up, or like does everything go limp and your face has to hit the ground? That changes the game.
Is it like a taser? That's it. Bad boys.
Yeah, see, if I have to do that, man, I'm not getting up from that. I'm just going to stay down.
No. You'd be like, somebody call my name. I'm laying down anyway.
You're counting your steps. You get up high and you're like, we got to go. I'm not going downstairs. I'm too close.
Nope. I'd be jumping steps.
I just go ahead and sit down and go down on my butt like I used to when I was a kid.
Be jumping.
Some way you'll face plant.
Elevator.
That's the way it'll work.
Well, it's not a step if you're butt planting, is it?
I mean, I don't know. Your feet are moving. I mean, like, what do you call?
Well, you lift your feet up and let your butt just go all the way down the steps. You ever did that when you were a kid?
Yeah, but
what if you?
I'm old now.
What if you face plant while you're on the stairs? Does the roll count as the first 300 or 400 steps for the next one? Don't start the meter. I'm sitting right here.
Oh, man. So, all right, I'm going orgasm. What are you doing, Willie?
1,000 steps.
1,000 steps?
Totally orgasms.
Totally
1,000
orgasms.
steps.
All right,
Yep.
cool. Me and Frank are going orgasms,
Yep.
Ooh.
and Willie is going, Willie's going 1,000 steps.
Oh. I want you guys to put your down in the comment. What would you do?
Yeah, what would you do? Put it in the comments on the YouTube video or send us an email at WTFBombPod@gmail.com.
Yep.
That's right.
All right, on to the next section with WTF is this.
WTF is this?
All right, for the WTF is this. I found a story on Reddit. I thought it was hilarious, and there's a story that I have that I could share, and it's about secrets that you kept from your parents whenever you were a kid. And the story is on Reddit. It's Headless and Bolian. I don't know. Yeah. So thank you for this story, by the way. It says it's a short story. It says, as a teenager, I was borrowing my dad's car where I happened to discover a bag of weed in his glove compartment. I smoked it all. It was so good. When confronted about it, I told my dad he shouldn't do drugs, and then I threw it away. And then I scolded him. He apologized and said he would stop doing drugs. He didn't, but he also doesn't know I spent the rest of my teenage years lifting his weed for myself.
Well, there you go.
Weed
Kind of had him over the coals on that one, because imagine that the kid's mom wouldn't want to know that. Maybe it sounds like he was hiding it from his wife or whoever. That's why it was in the glove compartment. He didn't take it in the house.
Either way, as a teenager, this person attempted to help their father do less drugs by
Smoking it himself. I was like, Dad, you don't need to do this. Why are you doing this? This is so bad.
That's funny.
But it reminded me of a story whenever I was a kid. I think it was probably I was in like 6th grade. My brother had a friend that had a motorcycle, and they were going to try to teach me how to ride a motorcycle. And because I'd never ridden one, it was in, like 6th grade. I never had access to one. I mean, I only had a bicycle at that point. And so, they told me to get on there. They told me to hold in the clutch. And then as I start putting some gas into it, to let go of the clutch slowly, and then it'll take off. They said, don't worry about changing gears. Just go down this path for a little bit. When you get down to the end, turn around and come back. And those are the exact instructions that they gave me.
And that's exactly what you
That's exactly
did not
what
do.
I did.
Oh, okay.
That's exactly what I did. I got down to the end of the path.
Never
and I mean, now I'm a little bit older.
Never slowed down.
And no, I tried to slow down. And now, as I'm an adult and I know how to drive a stick, you have to push the clutch back in if you want to try to stop the vehicle.
Yeah.
So they never told me to push the clutch back in. They just said, slow down, stop, and turn around and come back. Well, whenever I started to slow down, I felt the engine start to like choke out, you know?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, no, don't do that. So I gave it more gas. And then I was in this conundrum where I was like, I don't want it to stall, but I got to stop. So I'm like, no, brake, gas. And I took that sucker right into a bush and laid it down. Well, there was it had access for a passenger peg. And there was like this little C-channel type thing that you would put a peg in and, bolt it on there. Well, the pegs were off. And there was this just C-channel that was sitting on the end of the back there. And when it came up and just sliced it, I still have it in my leg. It gave me about a 4 or 5 inch, about 2 inch slice into my leg. And it cut so deep that I didn't feel it.
About a 2-inch slice.
It was about a 2-inch slice. That's, yeah. This is 12. No, this is 12 inches. No, this is 12 inches right here.
Fishing tails.
But, so it sliced so deep in there that it cut all the nerve endings, and I never felt it. And so I'm just like, oh, shit. I helped them get the bike back out of the bushes. And I was like, well, I don't know what the fuck happened. You guys told me to stop, and it started stalling. And I was like, oh, we forgot to tell you to push the clutch back in. Oh, no big deal. So, because it landed in a bush. There was nothing wrong with the bike.
Right.
I just had to pick off some branches and leaves or whatever. And then as I'm walking back, I felt something dripping down my leg. Well, that son of a bitch was bleeding like a motherfucker. And I just looked down and I got real pale and I'm like, Ed. And I talked to, I called for my brother and I looked down and he looked down and says, fuck. And he took his shirt off and wrapped it around my leg and to cover the bleeding. And we went home and,
this is where it gets good, right?
This is where he's real good. I'm sitting outside, waiting for him. He went inside to get some bandages and get some stuff to clean it up or whatever. And then he comes out with the iodine. He comes out with like a bandage. And then he comes out, tape and all that other stuff. And then he comes out with a pillow. And I'm like, what's the pillow for? He says, no, don't worry about it. So we get over there and he's like cleaning up around it and stuff. And then he takes the pillow, shoves it in my face, and then puts the iodine on the cut. And I'm like, screaming into this pillow. My mom was inside, watching TV in the house.
No, he didn't want her to know.
No. So there was no way that he was supposed to put her little baby on a fucking motorcycle. So,
yep.
So basically, he dressed it. It should have got stitches, and that's why I probably still have a scar today. But it just looks like a big old cut that was left open, and it just grew back in.
What was that?
Yeah, it's like a big old
vagina.
Yeah.
It looks like a big old man.
Yeah, I still have the cut on my leg and
a leg-gina.
And so basically, I mean, this was probably like August, maybe even like the end of July. And for the rest of the summer, I had to wear pants because it was on my calf. There was no way for
Mama
me
couldn't know.
And so I just wore pants the rest of the summer anytime Mom was around. And she didn't find out about it until I think it was like 4 or 5 years later. It was after my brother passed away.
Yeah.
And she was like, what is that scar on your leg? I was like, oh, I should probably tell you about that. Is there any kind of weird secrets that you guys kept from your parents like that?
Ed did it.
Oh, yeah. I blamed it on him because he was dead. There was no way that she could ground him.
Yep.
I can't really think of anything that I kept from my parents.
I mean, there's little shit like,
Yeah.
But that was a pretty big one. That was something I probably should have told them about, and we just kept it.
You can't see. I don't have anything like that. Like there was plenty of times where people would come over to my house, and our parents' house, second story, had a window, and like we'd pull around, and I had a duffel bag and a rope, and like put the beer and the liquor and shit in there, and pull it up, and they'd come into the house. Hi, Mom and Dad. Everybody called them Mom and Dad. And when you go up there and get drunk, well, one time somebody was like, they bought bottles of Red Dog beer.
Oh man, bottles clink.
Ooh.
Yeah. So my dad figured it out. Next day he went to throw something in the trash can. Clink. He didn't say nothing then.
Yeah.
Wow. For a long time we kept doing it, and now he was like, one time, Dad. I told him the story. I think I was already older. I was older now. I was gone, grown up. I was like, yeah, we used to haul beer in a little duffel bag and rope and drink. He's like, oh, I knew.
Like, oh yeah.
That's when he told me about the clinking.
Oh yeah.
Like, I knew what you got. He's like, I didn't say anything because if you're doing it here, I know where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
right.
He never stopped us.
Yeah.
So. That was kind of the way my parents actually took to drinking too. They didn't mind if they were, if I was under their control. But.
Yeah. I had a highly overprotective mother.
Yeah.
Redheaded.
Yeah. That'll do it.
Yeah. And I'm going to think of the best way to tell this. You didn't want to tell her that particularly that I did anything. You didn't even want to tell her anything that had happened to me. Okay. So I had one of my very first cars I had was a 1970 Ford Maverick.
Uh-huh.
And we put a 302 in it with an automatic, and it had side pipes on it. It was pretty slick, And I was young. I was like 16, So, you want to jack around with your car. So I put one of those chrome steering wheels on it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, right on.
Yeah, well, right until the steering wheel came completely off as I was driving.
Oh, no.
To this day, and she never found out about that one.
That's not good.
I was we had this road, it curved around, and I was going around this curve, and I'm turning, and I'm not really going fast, maybe 30 miles an hour or something like that,
Depends on the curve, really.
It was a full 90-degree curve, but it was a 2-point thing. I had a flat spot in the middle.
Right,
so I made the first one, and as I'm getting ready for the second one, the steering wheel just comes right off. I just went, right in the damn ditch.
And then there was Frank the next day, had vice grips on the pen. That's how he was driving.
Oh, no, it wasn't the next day, buddy. It was, we had to get that
Vice
car
grips.
to the house and get that shit fixed. It was bad.
So if you guys have any stories or secrets that you kept from your parents, go ahead and write in and tell us about it. Tell us in the comments or whatever. And I mean, it's just innocent stuff. I mean, even this kid here, he's taking the weed from his dad, In retrospect, I mean, he was keeping his dad from smoking weed.
Yeah, man, that's a triumph right there.
I mean, if that was me right there,
Yeah.
I would have, taken the weed and I would have been stuffing some like chick's panties back in the glove box. And then I'd have been asking Dad, hey, what's the deal with the panties in the glove box?
Right?
And what's he going to say?
He's going to say, what is it going to take to keep this quiet?
It's like, you need to buy more weed.
You can buy some more weed. Yep.
Yeah.
Buy bigger bags of weed.
All right. For the next section of WTF is this. There's a couple videos that I found, and this is just kind of innocent fun here. I guess it's Easton Watson did this funny video. So here, check this. Let me turn the
Easton Watson 09. Yep.
To try to light an underwater fart.
They're trying to light an underwater fart. This is pretty awesome.
What could possibly go wrong?
I mean, they're in the water.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
It worked.
When they were freaking out. About the worst that could go wrong, I guess, is you could dookie in the pool. Next thing you know, what's
He
that?
might have. You never know. They cut that video pretty fast.
It's all right. It's a Snickers.
Is there anything on the bottom there?
Yep.
It is dark, so you probably can't really see it. Mm-hmm. I want to see that again. Like, look how big that flame is. We don't need these.
You ever done this?
Uh-uh.
Yeah, we did this in college.
In the pool?
Not in the pool.
Oh, okay.
In the dorm room
Oh, yeah.
with mini beers.
That's a big old fart.
Yep.
Yeah. Everybody sitting there felt that. They felt that heat.
Yep.
You don't want this smoke?
They must have had some Taco Bell or something.
Yep.
Oh, there's definitely shit in the pool.
This guy here, though, I bet you he put some shit in the water whenever he got done with his little run here. Let's take a look at this.
Oh, yeah, the comments, though.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
Wham! County approved vasectomy. I don't even know what that means. This is probably looks like Portuguese. But I watch this like every time I see it, it still hurts. Mm-hmm. Is that?
Is there sound on that? Is there a collective? Oh,
yeah. Let's listen to what the sound was here. All right.
I know what that means down there. It means, these nuts.
I didn't listen to it with sound before.
That's awesome.
Old girl was she?
Oh my God, my baby.
That's probably his girlfriend. He's like, oh no.
Damn it.
I wanted to have kids with him.
Damn
You're
it.
not now. You're not.
see that? Barstool, flawless, double dismount.
Yep. Double dismount of these nuts.
Yeah, go follow Barstool Sports on Instagram. Man. They have a lot of good stuff. Okay. But I mean, like, he spins like he's gonna go and do another, but it was so hard that it flipped him back over.
Yep.
Another complete spin. I mean, God.
Yeah.
His poor.
I mean, that was more exciting than, some of the Olympic breakdancing stuff.
That was definitely more exciting than Ray Gun.
Oh, God.
I mean, let's not go into that. That poor lady. Mm-hmm. All right, we're going to move on to the next section, and it is WTF is on your mind. And we got something here from Frank here today, so roll the clip.
Yeah.
WTF is on your mind.
All right, for this week for WTF is on your mind, Frank. What do you got going on?
Why is it that some women seem drawn to toxic men that then turn around and do the, oh, poor me, all over social media when they finally realize they've caught one? Everybody wants a bad boy till they get one.
Yeah, and then whenever they do get one, it's like they can't, they can't admit that they were the ones that.
He's horrible.
So why, if you're a lady out there, why do you think women are drawn to toxic men, and why do they not admit that they were drawn to a toxic man to begin with? And then
what are some of these traits? What is the deal?
What is the deal?
Is it the neck tattoos?
The girls just like the bad boy.
Or the 32 baby mamas?
I don't know. I think girls just like the bad boy.
Or the 3 parole officers?
3 parole officers.
3 parole officers.
Or the 14 bench warrants? Was he's on the first
He only has 14 though, Frank.
I mean, there's multiple.
He's getting all that cleared off.
First name basis with every.
I can change them.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. But he said he'll be different. Yeah. That really wasn't his fault.
Yeah, I'm not like the other girls.
Is it the what was it? He's on a first name basis with every prison guard for 32 counties.
He plays on his judge's golf league or whatever.
Caddy.
He's a caddy for the judge.
Caddy for the judge.
His public service is working on for the judge as a caddy every week.
But I mean, that's a really good question. I mean, we'd have to have women let us know, like, have you gone for these men with the bad traits, the bad boys, and why did you?
And how long does it take for them to go from being the love of your life to being the massive narcissist? And did you get a dictionary with that?
I think a lot of it is that they, you know, and I know this even from being a guy, where you just ignore the red flags up front because you're enamored with the good stuff that they have. And then whenever those red flags start causing red flag issues, like
when they start waving,
whenever the wind starts blowing and those red flags are going, red fucking flag. Just I think a lot of the times the women that are they get enamored with a toxic man. They get enamored with, like, a lot of them have like that careless attitude, and it turns into confidence. And then, but they realize later that the confidence is narcissism. And, confidence is a really sexy trait whenever you're talking, and I think that really, really gets, when you get down to it, that's what it happens.
I think you were onto something there. I think that they are also drawn to guys that have really good genes. So they're thin and muscular.
Yeah.
And they're dumb as a box of dicks. And they got neck tattoos and make bad decisions.
Right.
Well, those are also really self-centered, egotistical guys as well.
Well, they're very confident.
Yeah.
Because it's like, hell yeah, I can do that. I can rob that bank. Because them other fuckers were stupid. They just didn't do it right.
I can knock up 12 baby mamas. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, shit, I can work you in. Can you come pick me up?
All right.
My car.
Well, I don't know.
Get you in there right between cotton and candy.
I ain't got no car.
And then you also have the men who just go out of their way to be impressive or be who they are not.
Yeah.
Just to get where they're at, and then they kind of.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna move on to the WTF Dad portion.
Daddy.
WTF Dad.
All right, so last episode we did the WTF Dad portion. It kind of went really good, and we're going to just keep on with that format. So go ahead, Will, and pull a ticket out of there for us. And
ticket. Let's see who goes first.
Yeah, so the way this works is we're going to pull out a ticket, and our 3 names are in there, and whoever gets the ticket pulled out first gets to laugh.
Gets a free laugh.
Gets a free round of laughing. All 3 of us are going to tell jokes, and they get to laugh for that round only. And then we'll do that for 3 rounds, and then the 4th round, and nobody can laugh.
What's the prize for this one?
So the first person, then we'll just go in line after that. It'll work.
We're going to give away the free Lamborghini.
Oop, I don't know who it is.
Who is it? Be our guest.
It's you.
Oh, shit.
Will!
You get to laugh first, and then no more laughing for you.
No more laughing for you.
So we're going to do Will first, me second, you third, and then the last round. Yep. All right. Pull up your dad jokes, everybody.
So who's telling the joke?
Let's get them.
Will starting?
Will's starting first.
Okay.
So Dad's buying a fake Christmas tree. Cashier, are you going to put it up yourself? Dad, don't be disgusting. I'm going to put it up in the living room.
And why would you want to do that? It was all prickly and stuff.
Some people. Some people, man.
Yeah.
Ticklers.
You wouldn't want to put that anywhere.
Just imagine that it's a taint tickler, too.
Yeah.
Ribbed for your pleasure.
They have those ones that are like the soft bristles. Do they
Christmas
have
trees?
those? Yeah, did they have those down here?
No, I guess.
In Pennsylvania, they had some that the needles were really long, and it was a soft tree. It didn't prickle at all.
Oh, how would you know?
That's what we always got.
Is that a joke about you?
That wasn't a joke, bastard.
I thought the round went till the next person told their joke.
Right.
Jeez.
Did you grow up in Pennsylvania?
I did.
There you go.
Tucky this tree up your butt.
All right, my turn. I got 1 point because Will's a dork. All right, what do you call a cheap circumcision?
A little off the top.
A rip-off.
Rip-off.
It's a rip-off. It's
Rip-off.
as cheap as you can get. All right, Frank, give us yours.
I went and saw my doctor the other day. He told me I had to stop masturbating.
Why is that?
I asked him why. He said, because I really would like to examine you now.
It's getting in the way. You got to stop that.
Yeah.
You do like an audience, though, don't you? Yeah.
You got a free laugh, so.
No, it's gone. You got a free laugh now.
No. You got to laugh for the whole round.
You got able to laugh the whole round, and you didn't.
Oh.
Okay. Yeah, you suck. You don't even keep up with the rules.
Wasted. You
wasted days and wasted nights.
And now
That was good. I mean, especially, but like the doc, you got to get the get the finger up there. You got.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, let's finish this in style.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Medical jokes are great. Circumcision.
Oh, yeah. It was 2 medical jokes.
Dun, dun,
I mean, some people probe with a tree, I guess.
I mean, yeah, it's a fur probe.
Do you light it first?
But
all right, so
speaking of things up your butt, you guys see that the anal beads that were in my hallway on the way home the other night?
Yeah, I saw that.
That was
somebody had a blowout.
I left them there. It was me.
Was it you? All right.
Little something for you.
Yeah. All right. Next round. I get to laugh this time. Willie, go. I'm going to be so great to be able to laugh. It better be fucking funny, dude. Go.
I've just watched a documentary on marijuana. I think all documentaries should be watched this way.
It's better that way. It is my turn. Frank's over there scrolling and not really listening.
I'm listening. My ears work.
All right, here's mine. How are a woman and a condom similar? Both of them spend more time in your wallet than on your junk.
It's very true.
Yeah.
The more you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Another medical joke. You ready?
All right, medical joke.
Yeah, I went to the doctor the other day and said, I got 2 pieces of bad news for you. He said, firstly, you got cancer. Secondly, you've got Alzheimer's. I said, oh, geez, at least I don't have cancer.
That's good. That's good. Alzheimer's kicked in fast.
Kicked in real fast. All right, round 3. Frank gets to laugh. Me and Willie don't.
All right. My wife just gave birth today, and after thanking the doctor, I pulled him aside and sheepishly asked, how soon do you think we could have sex? He winked at me and said, I'm off duty in 10 minutes. Meet me in the car park. Meet me in the car park.
The doctor is a little horny.
I just figured I'd throw a medical one in there, too. I mean, let's get it going.
You gotta have the medical ones.
The doctor is just, yeah.
Yeah.
I've heard that in a different way.
Yeah?
Different way.
You probably lived it.
Yeah, it depends on if you have a single or a double room.
Apparently, it's in the car park.
You guys just made me fucking laugh again. God damn it.
Fuck it.
2.
Doing.
You got
It was
1.
my joke.
You got 1. So
That's how you make people laugh.
2, 1. And we got Frank over here with 0.
Stone Cold Frank Austin.
All right. It's my turn. My turn. What does one saggy boob say to the other?
Just catch up.
See you hanging around?
If we don't get some support, people will think we're nuts.
Big old nuts.
What was that lady on South Park chokes on dick? They're hanging out the bottom of her shirt.
Yeah.
Yep.
Class. It's pretty good.
That is. You're right.
Go ahead, Frank.
My penis is in the Guinness Book of World Records,
Oh, yeah?
but then the librarian told me to take it out.
What are you doing with that? Book fucker.
You
You're one of those dudes that like
fucker.
to. You're one of those people who want to burn books, aren't you?
Fuck one book.
You're the book fucker your rest of your life.
Right.
You didn't get any paper cuts or anything, did you?
No.
Oh, good.
I mean, it didn't say it was deets. It said it was. You could have just had it laid in there, going, "Hey, look at me! Look what I can do!" You know.
It adds a whole new meaning to want to smash.
I mean, if that floats your boat, chokes your chode.
Woosah.
No laughing. There we go. All right. All right. This is the 4th round. Nobody can laugh. And what we're sitting at, me at 2, Will is at 1, and Frank is still at 0. The big old goose egg. Iron Frank. All right. Willie, go ahead.
Last but not least, imagine a female pirate got a replacement boob. That'd suck, wouldn't it?
Wouldn't it?
That would suck, wouldn't it?
Arr. Me hearty yo ho.
That's pretty good.
That is a pretty good one.
Very good one.
That's pretty good.
I need to get some pirate
That's
stuff.
witty titty.
Witty titty, wooden titty.
Mm-hmm.
Wooden titty.
We'll probably have to bleep that.
Wooden titty.
The titty part.
Nah.
Beep. Oh, yeah.
No, we've already dropped so many F-bombs.
Well, that's all right.
Yeah.
I haven't.
All right.
Fuckers.
You know what?
There you go. You just got one.
I know. Well, I want. I would be included.
I don't want to be left out.
My contract also says I get one a show.
There you go.
One big long one.
That big. He laughed. Oh, the round is not over.
Yep.
Frank got one.
I'm laughing at
He made himself laugh.
Right.
I'm gonna get him with this one too. Why did the sperm cross the road?
The egg was on the other side, and that's the only logical.
No, because I put on the wrong sock this morning.
You sick mother
That is
trucker.
pretty good.
You. Was it yours at least?
It's squishy. It was squishy this morning.
It's crunchy.
No, I mean, was it your stock?
It was
Oh, yeah.
it was crunchy.
It's crunchy now.
You didn't find it in your outside with the anal beads?
No.
You sure?
I took a picture of them, but I didn't touch them.
Are you going to put that up on the? You got to show those.
Oh yeah, I'll put it up on. It'll be on the Facebook page on the day that we release the show. I'll put it up.
Nice.
So, all right, Frank. Here's the last one.
What's Peter Pan's favorite place to eat?
Oh, that one's easy. Come on, Frank. I got that one.
I don't know.
Hit it.
Wendy's.
Yes.
Wendy's. Man, I thought he was all into Tinkerbell. No, Tinkerbell's into him.
Yeah, and he is into Wendy.
He's into Wendy. He's in Wendy. All right.
Tonsil deep.
So I guess I lost again.
That's okay. That's
Dun,
okay.
dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
Eventually, we'll spread this out to the masses, and we'll just get a really good thing going.
All right, well. All right, like we said, we are the WTF Bomb Podcast.
I'm Will.
I'm Tink.
I'm Frank.
And you can contact us by emailing us at WTFBombPod@gmail.com and send in the questions, comments, all of the things, any of the moments that you want to talk to us about on the show, send it on in.
Yep.
You can find us on YouTube at WTF Bomb Pod and all the popular places that you can find podcasts: Apple, Spotify, Amazon, and these are nuts.
Nutty nut.
All the cool
So,
kid places.
Check your favorite place for podcasts. If we're not there, send in an email and tell us, and we'll see if we can get our podcast listed on your service of choice.
Pornhub.
Pornhub. Do they have audio podcasts? That'd be pretty cool.
OnlyFans.
And don't forget, if you like what you're seeing, make sure you hit the like button on YouTube and give us a rating on all of your podcast things. Give us the 5-star rating and write down what you like about the show. And that actually is really helpful in ways that it can put the show in front of more people.
Yep.
And then more people can start to enjoy it just like you are. So,
yeah, you got any suggestions, comments, something you'd like to see us talk about, something like to see us do? Let us know.
Send it in. Send it in.
Not you, Murphy. We don't want to hear what you got to say.
Oh, Murphy can send it in.
He'll be like, be funny.
So if you like what you're seeing in here, you can actually subscribe to us on our website, which is wtfbombpod.buzzsprout.com. For $3 a month, you can support the website, and we are going to reinvest every bit of that money into making this show bigger, better, and badass. So we'll have merch coming soon, and while we're just getting kicked off here, please just visit us on our social media sites: Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, at WTF Bomb Pod. So the last thing that we always do as we sign off is we have a weird fact. So we're going to go.
Yeah, let's get that weird fact.
So Keith Richards of the Rolling Stones claims to have snorted his father's ashes mixed with cocaine.
I'm guarantee he did.
Yeah, that's 100% fact.
Yeah.
So everybody, give a big old snort for Keith Richards, and we'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.